Good morning. I think today is July 13th. I think so. Anyway, it is Monday. I forgot to do some editing over the weekend, so I'm a little bit behind. So I'm gonna have to post some videos and like catch up. I don't do as much editing over the weekend because our schedule is different. Because we've got different things. My husband's home from work, all of those different things. But we are doing back to the normal schedule today. My girls have camp. One is at just like regular fun camp, and then one is at gymnastics camp. So that should be fun. It's a little bit further away from our house than the other camp. So we were gonna leave early so I can kind of check out the timing. And unfortunately, one of them starts at 9 and one of them starts at 9:15. So that means it's on a stagger, but that's all right. Obon. We didn't stay at Obon very long. It was hotter than I don't know what. It was so hot. It said it was 88 degrees, but in the car, like, it was like, it feels like it's 94, and it was horrendous. We played a few games. It was super warm. We ate a little bit of food. The food lines took forever, which is great, because that means they're fundraising for the Buddhist temple. But it was super hot, so I'm hoping that Mountain View goes a little bit better. And well, we're gonna go later, so hopefully that'll be good, because the girls really want to dance anyway, and the dancing, the odori, is not until late, so we're gonna do that nighttime. Let's see, let's talk about books, how my books are going. I'm reading and running Thornhedge. I'm over halfway through. It's going pretty great. I don't usually like retellings of fairy tales that much, but this one's going really good. I really like the characters. I think Toadling is great. I love Duckwhite. I think they're doing great. People kind of don't like Thornhedge. That's one of like the least favorite of the Kingfisher books, but I really like it. And I don't know, some people do the thing of that, like, tell me how, like, they nitpick the book on the details and the plot holes. But I'm like, does the plot hole prohibit you from enjoying the book? If the answer is no, then don't be all internet crazy about it. It's like, I know it's like in teaching, at least in my classroom, with my students writing a sentence, and I'm not their English teacher and I'm not their grammar teacher. If I know mostly what the sentence says, and yeah, there's some issues, I'll correct them, but I won't take points for them, because I'm assessing their knowledge of their content and their thoughts and how they can analyze. I'm not looking at, can you spell everything correctly? If the test was a spelling test, absolutely. But if that's not what I'm assessing, I won't take the points off. Wrong. I won't take the points off for not saying them correctly or writing them correctly. For example, like in drama, I don't deduct points if my students pronounce something wrong or flub the line, right? That's super nitpicky. So I don't know. I don't love this internet thing where people like nitpick every single thing that's wrong with the book. Enjoy books. Enjoy reading. So I have Thornhedge. I'm also reading a NetGalley of On the Lam, which is it's a nonfiction, basically about prisoners escaping from prisons in Canada, which I'm liking, but I think I'm having trouble with because I don't understand the geography of Canada. Like, I don't know enough about how close and far away different smaller cities are in Canada. Sometimes the author tells you it's like 45 minutes out of Toronto, but yes, I totally could Google this, but I don't have, like, inside my head, I don't have a rough idea of how far, like, Toronto and Vancouver are from each other. I know they're far away from each other, but I don't know how many days driving. I don't know. So that's tricky, but that's a me problem. That's not an author problem. And I did start The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which my husband and I are buddy reading, but he's kind of slow at it right now, so that's not great, which always happens. I'm at the very beginning. So far, so good. I'm struggling to feel sorry or feel as connected to snow as I was to Katniss, but it's because I've read the other 3 books ahead, and I know that Snow turns out to be kind of a crazy, not great person. So I think that might be it too. It's also just hard because like they're living in some kind of poverty in the capital, but they're still living in the capital. They're still going to school, and they're still participating in the exploitation of many people. So it's hard. That's where I am with the books. Is that all I'm reading? Oh, and I'm reading another arc, which is like an advanced reader copy of Her Shadow So Dark and Lovely by Elsie Hawthorne. There's no reviews for this book on Goodreads at all, which is interesting. So far, I'm liking it. It's giving Fourth Wing fanfiction because there's so many different like plot devices from that book that are super similar to Fourth Wing. Like there's scribe quadrants and sigils, and people have power, and her sister is kind of like, it's her younger sister, not her older sister, but like her sister is kind of like this big kind of rock star that everyone likes, and she's like she's smaller, and she's lost her voice, so she only communicates in sign language, like the others, like Jacinia in Fourth Wing. So it feels very Fourth Wing. It feels like a fan fiction from Jacinia's perspective, which could be cool, but it's not billed as that. Kind of looks like they're trying to make it seem like it's their own original idea. We'll see if it stays that way. There's no dragons yet, so maybe I'm wrong, but it's also hard because there's no reviews, so I don't know. In terms of knitting and crocheting, I am still chugging along on my Persian tiles. It's taking my whole soul. It's taking forever, and I don't enjoy it. I just want to be done making these big circle square thingies. The design's going well. Found a way to make it jive for me. Freckled Whimsy is just to start the day. I have the Desert Vista Dye Works, which I ran out of yarn, so I'm knitting them as vanilla. I had them as a pattern yarn that was 62 stitches in pattern, and that's not working. So I've dropped down to 52 stitches in vanilla. This is the 3rd time I've had to reknit this yarn. Me and this yarn are not getting along right now, so I just want to be done with it. And then I have finished the knitting flat color work on my knit pearl sweater, so hopefully I can join it and then just zoom through the body, because color work flat sucks. I know, it's about the journey, and yeah, but no, it sucks. It's not fun. It's not a fun part of the journey. That's the uphill, climbing on rocks, almost falling off part of the journey. I don't love that. So, gotta run, take my kids to camp. Cutting some and sewing some fabric for today. This cute popsicle one just sold as a yarn cozy, so I'm sending that today. And then I am restocking some of the yarn cozies. So we've got the popsicle one, this like veggie fruit pyramid one, fried chicken one, which I think is super cute. This ice cream one, which I think would be great for the summer months, and this, let me see if I can find the opening, the watermelon one. They are all in the shop right now, so check those out.